Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Natural Beer. This video is going to be a little bit different. We're going to start it in the normal way, and then it's going to go into basically unplanned territory. But we'll get into that later. But we've got this first pickup here. I'm doing this video in one block, not like separate ones, because these came in yesterday, and I was too tired to record a video or anything for them. So I'm doing this the day after, and the other set of stuff that I was waiting for has come in, so I thought I may as well just do them all in one go. So here we are. We'll start with these. There's only 6 games here, and this did cost me £13, but as we go through them you'll see why that is, and I think just for one game alone I got a really good deal, which you'll see. So I did pretty well here for the most part. It did take a while for me to get these. I actually bought these like 2 weeks ago on Facebook Marketplace, but the person selling them, getting them to actually bring them around was a pain in the arse. So I don't know what was going on there, but whatever. We got them in the end. So, and they're not in amazing condition. 2 of the games are kind of tatty, but you know, what can you do? So we've got Resident Evil Outbreak. I'll put the rest to the side actually and bring them in one by one. So we've got Resident Evil Outbreak. I owned this back in the day, but haven't done for many years. It's not a fantastic game. The problem is, when this came out in PAL territories, it didn't have any online support, and obviously this game was kind of built for that, so it didn't really work. Plus, I mean, PS2 online, you know, it was 2004 or whatever it was, so no one really bothered with that shit. The face recognition on the camera is picking up this whole thing here, this box, as one face, so I don't know what's going on there, but never mind. Yeah. So that's Resident Evil Outbreak. As you can see, it's a bit tatty at the top on the box art, but this game goes for like a £5 on its own, so, you know, it's not a bad start, is it really? Let's be real. We've got Hulk. This is also in bad condition, as you can see, tatty box art, but this game was just kind of thrown in. It wasn't like, it's not particularly valuable or anything, so it was whatever. There's no manual either, so this was just kind of a freebie, really. I didn't really think much of it. We've got Marvel Ultimate Alliance, so this is a decent one to pick up. This is another one that's worth about a £5, and it's in pretty good condition as well, so happy with that. I just need Ultimate Alliance 2 now, and I would have all the RPG kind of Marvel games, if you like. Or, well, these action RPG ones anyway, the ones that Raven made, because I've got the other 2 X-Men Legends games as well, so. We've got this, Arcade Classics Volume 1. These are knockoffs of old arcade games. So you can see, instead of Space Invaders, you've got Alien Raiders. And then you can see on the back of the box here, if I look in here, that's Missile Command, I think. Or a knockoff of it. Obviously, that's Space Invaders. That is also Space Invaders, but slightly different somehow. That's obviously... Is it Asteroids, maybe? That maybe is Pac-Man or Snake, one of the 2. And then that is, I have absolutely no idea. I think, assuming that red ship, if I can just, got to maneuver my hands here, but assuming that red ship there is what you're controlling, then that's clearly a shoot 'em up of some kind. But anyway, this was also kind of worth about a £5 as well. So you can see again, I didn't pick this out for the quality, obviously not. I'm not expecting it to be any good. Should point out I haven't tested any of these yet, by the way, but the discs are all fine, so I'm assuming they'll all play. And I have a new PS2 now, so CDs are no longer a problem, so that's good. But yeah, I didn't pick this up for the quality, more for the fact that sourcing it will be a pain in the arse, so why not pick it up? We've got Ace Combat Squadron Leader. I've never played an Ace Combat game, so I'll actually give this one a go and see what it's like. Obviously I'm going to play all of them, but I will give this one a longer... I won't basically just put it in for 2 minutes and be like, oh, it works, and then never play it again, like is going to happen with some of these games. But this one I'll actually give it a try, because I've never played Ace Combat before. Yeah, this is Ace Combat. They're not like... they're one of those sort of B-tier kind of games in terms of the price you're going to pay. So they're not like a 50p pound thing, but they're not in the sort of £10 plus range. They're sort of in the middle, maybe a £5 or so. So again, pretty good. And then finally, there's this thing. I had never heard of this game in my life. Police 24/7, Konami game, bizarrely. This is a light gun game, apparently, and it's also, I think it's a spin-off from the Lethal Enforcers series, which is another light gun series. So all very strange. This game's worth about 20 quid. So to pick this up for what I ended up paying for the whole set, which again, £13 for 6 games, you're looking at approximately £2.20 a game, right? There's no manual, but I think to pick this up for the price I paid is pretty nuts. So that was really good, because this would have been an awkward one to source. Again, it's not like they're hard to find copies of, because that's not really the problem. It's more the fact you're going to have to pay 15, 20 quid for a copy. So to get this for what is essentially £2, I was really happy with that. So I think overall, you know, to get these 6 games for that price, I think I did really well. So, yeah, good stuff. And then we have the second lot. So I'll bring the. I'll just show you the fact that there's PS2 games here, as you'd hopefully expect by now. Also, there's these 2 games. Now, this is worthless. Okay, it's FIFA 17 on PS4. That is worthless. That will be. I do have a couple of PS4 games because I used to own a PS4. So this will just get put next to them and then never played, essentially. And if I need a spare PS4 case, I've got one now. So that's all fine and dandy. This thing, for some reason, even this game is actually worth something just because it's a Vita game. Vita games are worth a lot of money. So if you do find a Vita game for very cheap, and even if you don't have a console, like I don't have a Vita, because why would I have a Vita? No one else does. But pick Vita games up if you see them cheap, because you will be able to sell them on for a profit more than likely. Even this, if I take this into CEX, they'll give me £1.50. Not a lot of money, but it's FIFA 14. So when I saw that, I was like, I actually looked it up thinking, it is a Vita game, you know. I don't know if there was ever a manual before. There isn't one here. It's just literally the cartridge. But so yeah, pick Vita games up, because they're almost certainly going to be worth money. And in this case, I mean, again, it's FIFA 14. It's still worth £1.50. They sell this for £4. I can't imagine they ever actually sell it, but there you go. Supply and demand's a weird thing. So yeah, I saw that and immediately was like, well, hey, it's £1.50, you know. And then we've got this set here. There's nothing spectacular here, I don't think there is. I haven't actually, you can tell by the fact there's still a sticker on this that I haven't even looked at these, really. Like I say, they literally just came in. So we've got, what the hell's this? Extreme Express World Grand Prix. What in God's name is this? Is this a train racing game? Because if it is, I am very much on board. I mean, I can't imagine it's very good, because it's a Midas published game, as I mentioned before. That's always a bad sign. I would guess this is one of those. There's a line of Japanese budget games called, like, is it Simple 2000 or Simple 3000 or something like that? It's the same series that, like, Earth Defense Force was originally a part of. I think back when it was called Global Defense Force. And this game looks like it might be in that range, because Midas and, like, Play It and companies like that, they bought a lot of those games over to the UK and gave them new names. So I'm assuming this is part of that series, in which case there might be some fun to be had. Most of those games they're pretty terrible, but at least they're fun. Also, very patriotic train in the background there. Makes me want to eat crumpets and colonise India and other patriotic things. Anyway, yeah, that's Extreme Express World Grand Prix. That was the one. I'm just going to actually, you know what, I'm going to get this out of the way. It's the elephant in the room. There's 2 copies of Dragon Ball Z Budokai 2. I have absolutely no earthly idea why that is. Also, yeah, San Andreas. I'll get back to that. Yeah, there's 2 copies of this. I don't know why. Yeah. Weird, but these games are, they don't have massive value. There's one Dragon Ball game. I think it's Budokai 3 Tenkaichi, I think. That one is worth quite a bit. But the other ones, I think in NTSC, these games are worth a lot of money, if I remember rightly, the Budokai games. But over here, not so much. They're probably about £5, I would say. The first Budokai is also worth like £1.50. It's not worth much at all, because I think it sold quite well. But yeah, this is worth like £5, so I'm not going to complain about a duplicate here, because I can add it to a bundle, and yeah, I could probably get decent money. I've got more than enough good games now to do a bundle, so I'm trying to sell my PS2 as I speak, but that's not going well. Anyway, let's see. We've got obviously another duplicate San Andreas. I've got like 3 copies of this now. There's no manual, but whatever. Again, we're just going to bundle this. Same with this. Another third copy again of Prince of Persia: Sands of Time. Also no manual. That's fine. I mean, this isn't really worth anything other than, apart from English, this isn't really worth anything. But San Andreas is what I'm trying to say. I couldn't think of the right words. But, you know, again, bundled together, you never know. I'll put a bundle on eBay or something like that. Quake 3 Revolution. There's no manual again, I could already tell because it's very light. Yeah. This game has notoriously bad loading times. If you've never played the PS2 version, then it's quite the thing. It also has some sort of vague semblance of a single-player campaign. It's basically just bot matches with like text overlay at the beginning of or during the loading screen, basically explaining like a vague story. So, you know, it's not exactly a deep story, but you know, it's Quake 3. Did you really expect a deep story? Yeah, I don't know why anyone would play this over the PC version, especially since, you know, the PC version is, I mean, it would run on a toaster, wouldn't it? So, yeah, there's no reason really to play this version, but it's a interesting historical thing nonetheless. I used to play this as a kid and quite enjoyed it. So, what's this? MX Rider. Again, there's no manual. So, honestly, if I wasn't making videos, I probably wouldn't have bought this bundle. But I will show you what I mean by that in a second. Yeah, it's just a motorcycle game. I have no idea if it's any good or not. Does it say who made it? Oh, no, never mind. I was reading that and it said Infogrames Europe. But then I realised, no, it's not them that made it, because they're just the guys that had the Atari license, didn't they? So, yeah, I have no idea who made that then, or if it's any good. And then finally, we've got Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi, which I think is like, it's basically the Super Turbo version of Budokai. It's like an upgraded version. Fighting games do this. Again, there's no manual. So, yeah, what can you say? Again, I didn't really buy this bundle for the games, and more did it for the purposes of making an entertaining video, because also included in the set was this really grotty, disgusting CD wallet. But inside the CD wallet is approximately 50 games, and I have absolutely no idea what's in here, and we're going to go through them together. I have not opened these yet, but I thought this would make for an interesting video because, well, I don't know. They probably would. We'll see. So let's unzip this very clumsily. We managed to do that one-handed. Excellent. And we'll just dive in. Oh, I've probably done it the wrong way around, actually. It's probably... Oh, well, no, that looks right. But there's nothing... I don't know. Whatever. We're going to just dive in. So... Okay, we've got Gran Turismo 3 and Championship Manager 5. 2 duplicates. Brilliant. Oh, okay, new ones. So we've got Ben 10 Alien Force. Okay. State of Emergency. I played that game quite a lot when I was younger. It's a kind of a semi-sandbox sort of thing. Essentially, you go into an area of like a shopping mall or something, if I remember, and you just destroy shit. You get points for smashing windows and blowing things up and killing cops and the usual things. If I remember rightly, it did cause a bit of controversy at the time. But yeah, it's a fun sort of arcadey, chaotic kind of thing. Oh my god, God Hand's in here. Okay. Oh, it's the NTSC version. Oh. Dude, I'm upset. Okay, well, this is still worth quite a bit, I think. But if it was the PAL version, that would have been fantastic, because getting the artwork and the manual of these things is not that expensive. Oh. Okay, well, there's God Hand anyway. Oh, I'll get back to that in a second. We've got this upside down thing. Is this like Formula 1? Let me just have a look. Oh no, it's the official... What in the world is this? The official review of the 2001 FIA Formula... I have no idea what that is. I thought those things came on DVD, but apparently not. Unless it is a deep... I don't know what it is. Anyway, God Hand. That is so annoying. If that was the PAL version, that would have been fantastic. I could have ticked that off, and it would have been a big thing, because this game goes for quite a bit of money, if I remember rightly. But as it is, I could probably still sell this on eBay and get some of that American dollar bill. But I don't know, we'll see. Oh, that's such a... Oh, we've got more NTSC stuff, man. Oh, there better not be loads of this. Okay, so Tekken 5. I mean, I've already got this anyway, so that wouldn't have really been a big deal. Transformers the game. I think I might already have that too, actually. Yeah, NTSC God of War. Well, is it NTSC or is it a copy? Because there's no logo or anything on it. That's bizarre. And then this, what the... What in God's name is this? God, what is this? Hang on, actually. Let me bring it in closer. It's a demo, yeah, but what is it a demo for? It's a demo with nothing on it. So we've got a mystery demo. God knows what that is. There's this, which... Is this a copy? Oh, balls. I'm going to have to do this one-handed, and this is... There we go. Yeah, is this a copy? I think this is a copy, because that's just a DVD 9, or a DVD 5, sorry. There's no Sony branding. I think that's a pirated version of God of War. Okay, interesting. Interesting. See, I don't really care what's in the box. In the box. I've turned into fucking Brad Pitt from Seven. I don't really care what's in the wallet, because it's more for the fun of doing the video, really. But I am still salty about that God Hand. That's going to haunt me to my dying day. Spider-Man. Right, which one's that? Oh, that'll be the one for the first movie. Okay, so we don't have that yet. That's the thing. Oh, what's that? Pirates of the Caribbean, The Legend. I think I've already got that. But if not, then I've got another one now. Sky Surfer, is that? Yep. Never heard of it in my life. Terminator 3, Rise of the Machines. I don't have this one. I have Redemption, but not this. This, I've heard, is an awful video game. So there you go. Crazy Golf World Tour. Okay. Smuggler's Run 2. We picked that up the other day. GT Racers. Okay. Another what appears to be pirated game, Def Jam Fight for New York. If that was the PAL version, again, that's worth a lot of money. So I could have sold that disc only and made it for you, Bob, but never mind. Max Payne 2, I don't have that, actually, so that's a thing. NHL, is it 2002? Yes, we've got a Formula 1 2002 as well. Let's see. Oh, Zone of the Enders, that's not bad. I don't think it's massively valuable, but... And then what's this? I can't see it because it's... Oh, Call of Duty 2 Big Red 1. There you go. Let's see. Don't have that either, actually. What in God's name? This... Okay. Well, we're going to have a look at this. Okay, this is a game, I think. Oh, a DVD game. So, I have no idea what this is. It's anime, anyway, whatever it is, clearly. GPX Immortal Grand Prix. I've never heard of this before in my life. There also appears to be some residue on the disc. That might be a problem. Yeah, I've never heard of that before. So, I couldn't tell you what it is or where it came from. Well, I know where it came from. It came from this CD wallet. But I don't know what it is, really. Let's see. What the hell is that? Real Play Golf. Oh, I think... I wonder if that's... Let me have a look. No, I don't think it is. I was going to say, I wonder if that's the... I don't know if anyone remembers this, but the PS2 had a peripheral called, like, the Game Track. And it was essentially like motion sensing before the Wii. It was like you had a big... what's the word? Receiver thing that you put on the floor. And then it came with, like, this small... like baton that had a sensor on the end, and you could use it to play. There was a golf game, and then I think maybe a fighting game came out at some point. There's literally like 2 games that came out for this thing. It was a total flop, but I thought it might be that game, but it's not. It's different. Well, I don't think it's that one anyway. I think it's different. Haunted Mansion, we got this a little while back. What's that? World Championship Rugby, is it? Yes. And then that is... What is this actually? It's a DVD of Burnout? What? Burnout, yeah, I know what Burnout Revenge is, but why does it say... I think that might be another copy, but I don't really know. Okay, Smackdown Shut Your Mouth. We already have that. That might be a disc upgrade, you never know. Again, salty. It's Marvel Ultimate Alliance 2, but it's the fucking NTSC version. I'm wondering if these NTSC games are all also copies. That would make sense, because they just took the wrong disc art or whatever. And then that's clearly Quidditch World Cup. And I think that must be the end of it. Yes. Well, there you go. That was an interesting little journey. Yeah, I don't know what to think about any of that. That was very strange. Let me see. Okay, so Zone of the Enders was a pretty good pickup, right? And I didn't have some of these games, but again, because they're disc only, it's like, well, that means I've got to pick up box art and stuff. And for a lot of these cheaper games, it's not really worth it to do that. But hey, I've got the games at least, so I can, you know, play them if I want to. Yeah, getting Max Payne 2 would have been... is not too bad, you know. Can't really complain much. But yeah, no doubt the biggest heartbreak I will clearly have to go when I can find it. I think it was towards the beginning, wasn't it? I mean, God of War was also a bit of a kick in the teeth, but well, it was this, wasn't it? I mean, that. Let me just check this. I need to check if it's a copy. I'll feel better about it. If it's an actual, I mean, it can't be actually a real disc. Looking at it, yeah, this is clearly a copy of some kind. I feel better about it in that case, because that would have been an absolute crying shame. If that was actually an NTSC copy of God Hand, I would have cried. Okay, well, I did cry when I thought it was, as you saw. Yeah, so that's that then. Well, that was the thing. I can't really justify keeping the actual wallet itself because look at it, it's filthy and gross, and I'm going to have to wash my hands afterwards. And then as for the discs, I mean, obviously the copies, yeah, I can't really play them anyway, and they're not officially games or any. Well, they're not official copies of the games, obviously, so they don't count. Yeah, so I'll probably... The PAL ones, I will probably end up keeping the PAL copies and just marking them as disc only, because I have a spreadsheet to keep track of this stuff, so, you know, if I see, like... if I happen to see box art or whatever, you know, then I'll pick it up, but chances are a lot of these games are just going to be placeholders until I get boxed copies, in which case, you know, then I can check which disc is best, and then the other disc can just go into a bundle or whatever, so... We'll see, but either way, it was interesting anyway. It was a bit of fun. So what can you do? So yeah, that was what we got in the end. So to recap, we got filthy CD wallet full of mostly copies and like games that are cheap anyway. We got this set of 6, and then we got these 2 random things. Which I mean, again, FIFA 17 not worth anything, but this Vita copy I can get like £1.50 from when I inevitably go to CEX at one point and dump some stuff off. And then, which I can't pick it up because the pie was a bit uneven, but all this stuff, which, yeah, there you go. Yeah, that was it, really. I think we're just going to do that as one video. There's relatively decent amount of content there, I think. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was something a bit different. And, yeah, we'll be back with more soon, maybe. Nothing ordered at the moment. That was the last stuff that was supposed to come in. So I think there's not going to be some new stuff for a little while yet. I don't think. But when we do pick up some new stuff, we'll update. But yeah, until then, bye.